Hello again, lords and ladies. Welcome to episode 68 of Dutch's Legacy. This is my really fun campaign in CK3, where we just recently became an emperor. That's what we did last episode, so this is going to be a nice follow-up to that. We need to talk shop a bit, because now my entire focus, every neuron in my brain is dedicated to working towards Dynasty of Many Crowns, and I'm going crazy with all the different methods that I'm going to try to do. There are some problems that are arising that might affect my Dynasty of Many Crowns, so we do have some problems to solve today, but it's going to be hectic. I have a lot of conquest to get, and I need to murder some people. And I'm glad that my pin characters is still open, because this is going to help me talk about what we need to talk about. Okay, so we created the Empire. What's next? Dynasty of Many Crowns, of course, and we've been working pretty hard with that. In fact, we need 10, and we're already contributing 4 to it. Van der Linde is 1, or Van der Land is 1, Croatia is 2, Galicia Volhynia is 3, and Bulgaria is 4, and those are the current ones that are contributing. So 4, and then in the future, Hellas is going to make it 5, and I might even speed this process up, because we need to wait for him to die before Van der Linde will take over. But we need this daughter to at least give me a son before I can... give him a son before I can consider murdering him. But there is an issue arising in Anatolia. The current king of Anatolia is getting remarried in 2 years, and if she gives him a son, his daughter, who I have this marriage through, because she's married patrilineally to my son, if the new queen gives him a son, he gets precedence in the line of succession. And he's 71, but the game says he's feeling fine, and I'm worried that within a short amount of time, within like a year or so of marrying his new wife, because she's 14, he has to wait 2 years, so it's a good thing I caught it. But we need to murder him now. I don't care. I'm already an exposed murderer, so I really don't give a damn. Plus, I'm old, and we're eventually going to die. I'm 61. We're feeling good, but I'll eventually take that murder secret to the grave with me. And even if it is found out, I don't really care. We're murdering this guy now. Drop everything you're doing, Spy Master and support schemes. Wifey, we need to put your really, really good intrigue skills to good use, so we're going to switch her to court intrigue. And then we won't forget to put our food taster on brew poisons. So we have more to talk about, but let's get this murder started before I forget. This time is of the essence. We'll focus on success chance. His daughter is willing to help me. My heir is going to help me. Let's keep him out of the dirty work. We'll grab somebody towards the top of the list. I might have to bribe. A hefty bribe? That's okay. I have so much money. 50 gold? That's not a hefty bribe. That's nothing. Nobody really wants to help me towards the top. Not a lot of takers. His daughter, this is my daughter-in-law. His daughter-in-law is going to help me kill her dad. She's my alibi. Okay, so now that we have... Well, we're starting with 4 advantages. That's cool. But there are 3 months per phase. And he is redoubling his guards currently, which is not helping. So we might have to work hard for this, but as long as we kill him within a good amount of time before he gets married and starts having kids, that's okay. And that's not the only murder that we have to commit. So now that that's going on, because that's more time sensitive, the next thing we need to talk about is how we're going to progress Dynasty of Many Crowns. I'm going to try to get a Van der Linde on the throne of the Empire of Francia. The current heir has 2 sons, so I chose the second one. I have a granddaughter that I'm gonna that I got a matrilineal marriage with. So we need to murder his brother. I might not murder the current heir. I'm just gonna murder his brother. The current ruler of Francia, he's 54 and he might die in a reasonable amount of time. His son will take over, and then eventually his son will take over. It's gonna be a long-term thing, but we have the luxury of time. I did want to point out that we are no longer in the running to be the Holy Roman Empire, the Holy Roman Emperor. I'm not a candidate anymore. So, since I can't break up the Holy Roman Empire from the inside, there's no chance of me getting this title and then just breaking it up by destroying it. That's not going to happen. I have to cause the breakup of the Holy Roman Empire the old-fashioned way. So we're going to start conquering the Holy Roman Empire some more. Look at all the claims that I... Look at all the claims that I bought. I bought 4 duchies worth of claims. And then the Duchy of Bohemia doubles as a kingdom as well. So instead of giving some of the current kingdoms that are within my empire, because I want to keep my empire together, it's all de jure part of my realm, so I would ideally like to hold on to all these kingdoms. But I don't care so much about these kingdoms here. There's the Kingdom of Bohemia, the Kingdom of Great Moravia, and the Kingdom of Bavaria, and I can just create these kingdoms via conquest. Land, or position of Van Der Linde to eventually be the king, and then I can give these kingdoms their independence. I don't care. They are not inside my empire title. So instead of granting my current kingdoms their independence, we'll just conquer 3 kingdoms and give them their independence. So that'll be 3 more. So we were doing our count. The current 4 that are active: Anatolia, as long as the murder goes well. Hellas, so that's 6. Bohemia would make it 7, Great Moravia would make it 8, Bavaria would make it 9, and if we can position a Van Der Linde on the throne of Francia, that would make it 10, without me having to give away any kingdoms. And I have another fallback plan, because I'm talking about everything right now. Unfortunately, Jerusalem is outside of my it's outside of my diplomatic range, but we are so close. And I'm wondering, if I extend my borders a little bit closer to Jerusalem, for example, after we get all this conquest, it'll be interesting to see if my diplomatic range will extend towards Jerusalem, because I want to create an independent kingdom down here as well. The Christians don't own Jerusalem. It's under the control of Buddhists. As ridiculous as that sounds, but Buddhists own Jerusalem, and it would be really cool if we can get Jerusalem under the control of Christianity. And I would prefer not to have to wait for a crusade. I don't want to have to wait for that to drop. If Jerusalem gets inside my diplomatic range, I can just fabricate claims for this, and then we can just conquer this ourselves as a, like, just as our empire. I don't need all of Christendom to help me take this. All I'd be doing is fighting the Emperor of Arabia, or the King of Arabia. He has 24,000 men. That is, you know, that's a decent amount relatively, but compared to my army, it's nothing. So let's hope with the expansion that we're going to get today, because I am going to fight this war, with this expansion, hopefully it will push my diplomatic range to within Jerusalem's borders. I'll fabricate claims down here, and then we'll fight a war for this. And then this will be another kingdom that I could create that will contribute to Dynasty of Many Crowns. It's really small. And I won't give it its independence until I'm ready. I'll hold on to it myself. This will be part of my realm for as long as we need it to be. And then I'll give it its independence if I have to. This is just a fallback thing, guys. This is a contingency plan. But this is another kingdom that I can grant its independence at the same time as these. So I'll give all 4 of these kingdoms their independence all at the same time. So that's Dynasty of Many Crowns taken care of. without me having to grant any kingdoms their independence. So that's my plan. So we have 2 murders to do. Killing this guy to make sure Anatolia is under our control, or Vanderlin's taking control of that. A murder to make sure that Evangeline gets on the throne of Francia. And then all of this conquest. Enough to get Bavaria, Bohemia, Moravia. Eventually fabricate claims for this. And then let's not forget as well, the Golden Horde still has Evangeline under its control. There's somebody ruling the Kingdom of Gardariki. There's Evangeline over here. I'm not going to focus any of my attention on the Golden Horde to try to get them to break up. I'm just hoping with some time the Golden Horde will break up. And if it does, if Gardariki gets its independence, that's another Dynasty of Many Crowns contribution. So we have contingency plans all over the place. Some that are going on in the background that we're kind of crossing our fingers and hoping that'll happen. And then other ones that I'm actively trying to get. Like the Kingdom of Jerusalem. But this one might be... that's not a this episode thing. I'm just kind of discussing my long-term strategy. So, I'll keep this guy pinned. I don't have to keep this guy pinned anymore because we already started the murder scheme. I am in the intrigue lifestyle. I neglected to get these 2, but our next perk is about to drop. We'll get Swift Execution, which will reduce the phases. And then, hopefully, we should get this, or maybe not. I don't know. But I am in the right focus. Skullduggery, that's going to help us. Okay, so that was a lot of talking. I hope you guys are all caught up, and I hope everything makes sense, because I'm unpausing now. We just got a free learning perk. Okay, so let's double check. The marriage went through. It did. So the seeds have been sown in Francia. Minus 102. It is going to take us so long to murder this guy. Let's see how long the phases are. 3 months. That's kind of crazy, guys. I don't know if this is going to happen. If we do fail in murdering him, and she does give him a son, we can always just murder the son. And I like how my character is... that's the perfect... that's the perfect look for scheming and murdering. Do I want to bring this guy in? Do I want to bring this dull idiot in here? Absolutely not. Okay, let's see how much this reduces the phases. "46 days now. But it's at negative 87. It's because he's redoubling his guards. That's what's getting in our way. Alright, I'm getting a little bit of assistance here. Plus 10 secrecy and base success chance plus 10%. I mean, it's not much in the grand scheme, but it is something. I need his health to take a turn for the worse. Okay, this son had a son, so he is worthy of being landed. He needs to be a Dutch, man. Oh, no, actually, no, he can name him after him. Okay, so the murder scheme against my physician is done. And now there's a plague breaking out. But every time we get one of those notifications, I don't have to panic, because that's just telling me that there's a plague happening inside my realm. And my realm is so massive that there's pretty much going to be a plague going on constantly. So as long as it's not in my domain. Oh, of course it is. This is new. I became friends with my chancellor. Alright, well... Of course it risks destabilizing the realm. I need to protect my son, so we're definitely going to isolate. Alright, early prevention was a success. I'm thinking about, should we declare our war against the Holy Roman Emperor right now? I did get our new men-at-arms regiment. I hired another pikeman regiment, and I'm still waiting for it to get to full strength, so we'll wait to declare war. I'm in no rush. My health is fine, so it's not like... It's gonna be so much land. Now, these new conquests are going to be a little bit different than what I've been doing up to this point. I'm not going to do the same thing that I've been doing inside my realm. Essentially, inside my realm, I've been restructuring, or just structuring my realm from the ground up to make sure that Van Der Lindes are on the throne at all levels. You know, there are dukes inside, there are counts inside. You know, I guess duke is really the only one that matters, because once you make somebody a duke, they just take control of their entire duchy. So creating a Van Der Linde as a count is kind of pointless. It's the duchy level where it matters, where Van Der Lindes stay where they are. Counts don't stay counts forever, because eventually, you know, they get conquered by their duke. So if you position a Van Der Linde, or you position a dynasty member as a duke, you can ensure that they will be in their position, and their family will be in their position for a long time. So what I've been doing in my realm is structuring it from the ground up to make sure my entire realm is essentially under the control of my entire dynasty. But that's not going to be what happens with these kingdoms, because I intend on eventually giving them their independence. So I'm not going to try to build the kingdoms from the ground up for Van Der Lindes. Instead, I'm just going to make sure there's a Van Der Linde at the top of the structure. The structure, the feudal structure that exists in these places is going to stay how it is. I'm not going to try to convert these kingdoms to Dutch. I'm not going to waste my time doing any of that. As long as my de jure empire is converting to my culture, that's fine. But these independent kingdoms, I don't care about that. So essentially, once I get this conquest, I don't have to create a bunch of counties and strain my vassal limit like I've been doing inside my realm. Instead, we're just gonna position a Van Der Linde in the duchy that matters, in the kingdom duchies of all of these places. We'll position Van Der Lindes here, and then everywhere else, they'll just be generic dukes that are Dutch. Sure, I'll make sure that they're Dutch, but they won't have to be Van Der Lindes. So this conquest is going to be much different, and it's going to make the process a little bit faster, and it's going to make it easier for me. This way, I don't have to constantly keep searching for new Van Der Lindes to make dukes. I just need 3. Or 4, if we count Jerusalem, which is going to eventually happen. But I hope that makes sense. I hope I was clear enough. Okay, let's keep going. How's my family doing? Nobody's getting sick. My son last episode dropped his medicinal jar, and I'm a little upset with him. I wish he would re-equip this and maybe get rid of one of these things, but I don't have any control over that. He is Herculean, so he's getting a huge health boost from that, so God forbid he does get sick. He'll weather it. Yeah, this plague just targeted the high development area of my realm. Higher development causes plagues to spread more because higher development kind of represents like a denser population. Like, the more development there is, the denser the population, ergo, it's easier for plagues to spread, so I guess I kind of understand. But we've built up all of our hospitals. We were good with that. We worked very hard with that for that, and we dedicated a lot of money for that. It was a big investment. So it better pay off for us. We should get our next legacy today. My son is really tall. I didn't point that out. He's almost as tall as I am. Okay, so we're at -17 on our murder scheme, and we are accumulating a bunch of advantages. So if we gather 20 up, we might have enough to do this. His health still hasn't taken a turn for the worse. He's got a year before he marries his wife. Dutch is slowly spreading in Poland. I'm gonna move my steward. I said that I'd get him to start promoting my culture over here. It's gonna take 19 years compared to this one next door is 7. From development. I'll do this one then. I promise we'll fight this war. Oh. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit better. He's feeling fine. He's not ailing anymore. But smallpox is not a joke, man. I think this is a lie. This happened to us last episode. The game told us that there was a legendary sighting, but I'm willing to bet that once I check, it's not really going to be there. Of course, the one child in my family that I didn't want to get sick is the one that gets sick. Is it because I'm trying to murder? Is this like karma? Thank goodness. We're finally in the positive for the odds of the scheme. We're at 11% now. How close are we to our legacy? More than halfway. Oh, and now we're getting another 100 renown. Okay, my men-at-arms regiment is at full strength. The Holy Roman Empire is fighting a war against Francia? He's fighting the Frankians. This might be a good time to jump on him. And we do need to fight this war separately. I'll just declare both wars at the same time. Let me make sure I got that claim as well. Yeah, we have everything. So, I'll declare this war first really quickly, win it. And we'll declare war on the... Let's just do it at the same time. We'll do it now. I might even command in the field, just to get myself away from the plague, and, you know, just to get some glory on the battlefield. We're getting old. We're running out of time to be a worthwhile, you know, warrior on the battlefield. We're already pushing it. But we are a conqueror, and we need to prove to everybody that we are still a conqueror. We have 72,000 men in our army. This will break a truce. Interesting. Good thing I didn't declare this war first. How long is the truce? "17 months? That's just around the corner. I'll conquer my way towards the capital. My brother died. He was dying for a long time. I do not want to gain the trait melancholic. We didn't get it. He was my realm priest. I have a new realm... Okay, you know what? I was just about to say I need to murder him. I don't need to murder him now because I have more important murders to commit. But we will murder him before my son takes over because I don't want my son to inherit a shitty realm priest. But I don't need my realm priest to be really good. I'm getting claims by buying them. I don't need my realm priest to fabricate claims. So... my son is not going to have sanctioned loopholes, so he will need his realm priest to be really good. I just don't need... It's a low priority murder. He sucks. I do need to kill him, but it's not top priority. Let's split my army just to speed up this process. I'm commanding one army, and then my nephew is commanding the other one. These castles are really weak. Some of them are still wooden. Like, look how fast we get this. We're at 41% on our murder scheme. I've really been living up to my conqueror trait. I earned that title. Okay, we won't venture outside the war target. We'll stay within it. I lost my caravan master. This plague is killing people. Ooh, my son grew a mustache. And I like it. He can keep it. He's currently my architect. But if I make him my caravan master, if I go on a pilgrimage, because he's not a pilgrim or a hunter or anything, if he's my caravan master, he'll come with me on those events and get those traits. So I'm going to swap him as my caravan master. He's still excellent at that job. We're just going to replace my architect with somebody else. Let's give it to my wife. I'm going to put him on army movement speed. He's going to prepare armies. I should have done that before I started fighting. We're at 46% war score. We're at 56% on our scheme. We've come up against no resistance. This was the perfect time to declare the war, because he's too busy with Francia. %71%. We got our Ermine Cloaks fascination, so that boosted our vassal limit up to 122. And that's actually perfect timing, because once we get all this land, we're going to have a lot to do, because there's a bunch of republics and theocracies in this land that I'm taking. And this needs to be managed properly. This is a massive republic. Look how ugly this is. My favorite color is red, but it's still ugly. Look at this. We've eliminated theocracies and republics inside our entire realm. All of Northern Europe, the Scandinavians have done a good job at limiting theocracies and republics. There are one or two. But look at all this part of Europe that's completely free of republics and theocracies. The further south you go, the bigger of a mess it gets. It's like a sickness on Europe that we need to cure. All these, you know, blemishes and boils that we need to lance. I do have a shield on display. This one might be better. And that's actually a small wall ornament. I have other small wall ornaments that could possibly be replaced instead. 4 modifiers. This one's only giving me 3. It's not giving me as much renown. Yeah, see, these have a bunch of modifiers. This one is limited. Okay, it's slightly better than this shield. So, we'll put the new one up. It's going to look the exact same. Both of these small wall ornaments are giving me courtier and guest opinion. I guess that's kind of redundant. This one's giving me less renown. I'm replacing this. And just to give some symmetry to my throne room, and just to, you know, get have another excuse to have a Van Der Linde emblem behind my throne. That's where they should be. We'll switch. We'll take this down. I like that. I like that a lot. Represent my emblem behind the throne. And I'm going to put this one up. Vassal limit plus 12. That wasn't on display, so that gave me another 12 to my vassal. Not that I need it, but it would have been nice to have realized I had that item earlier, but I realized it now, so now it's on display. Let's see if it actually did affect it. Yeah, 134 now. Wow. Alright, back to business. 62% on the war score, 71 still on the murder scheme. We need this murder scheme to go well the first time, so I don't have to keep retrying. Because I probably won't want to retry, so it's like do or die with this one shot. Alright, that's actually pretty nice. I'll keep it. Oh yeah, I didn't choose my new innovation. I don't care about being able to recruit unique men-at-arm regiments. I'm being exposed to royal armories. Let's get bombards. Let's improve our siege weapons. Let's retire the trebuchets and get into the, let's get into the 13th century, or the 12th century, whatever. And we'll get cannons and start using gunpowder weapons. Okay, now we got our new perk. That'll boost our success chance in the murder. Now it's 95%. We could do it right now. Waiting until we get 20 advantages is not going to add anything. So let's just do it. He's dead. My son is no longer doing that inspiration for me because now he's off ruling Anatolia with his wife. We did it. And now we're allies with Anatolia. So there's not a Van Der Linde ruling here yet, but he has 2 sons, so this is secure. It's just a matter of time. This has been locked in. Well done. And look at that. My other daughter gave the King of Hellas a son. And he decided to land him already. Why would you do that? Why would you land your 1-year-old son? You know that he can't actually rule. Somebody else is going to be ruling for him. See, it's stupid decisions that the computer makes that I don't understand. Okay, well now we need to do the other murder before I forget. This one's easier. It's not hard. It's moderate. And I'm already looking... I already like that... Look at all these people that are already willing to join. It's not going to be as hard as the last one. See? Everybody's on board for this. It's starting at 95% success chance. The phases are ridiculously long, though, but we can just immediately do it once we get one more advantage. We can try it. I'm holding on to a bunch of items so I can give them to kings, or Van Der Linde kings when they come into their thrones. I'm gonna let the game play, but I'm gonna mute myself for a second. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I need to sometimes in the middle of a... Go fight him. Go kick his ass. That might just win the war for us right there. Get him. Victory. Or not. Let's see, is he in a duchy capital? Is he going to be a duke eventually? He's not. So I don't need to get forced partition into his contract, so instead, we'll get higher tax contributions. There we go. Oh, look who decided to show up late to the party. Too late, man. Okay, before we manage this beast of a conquest that we just got, my realm looks like a fish now. The dorsal fin and the, And look, if you really think about it, my realm is essentially the German Empire. It's, you know... It's looking more and more like the German Empire. Let's see if our diplomatic range extended to Jerusalem. No, it didn't. Okay, so I'm a little confused. Why is it that my diplomatic range extends all the way down here into Ethiopia, essentially? Why does it extend down this far, but it just doesn't come this far? Look how far into Asia that I can fabricate this claim. Excuse me. I can fabricate... I'm talking too much, guys. I can fabricate a claim all the way out here. Why can I not fabricate a claim here? It's not like we needed... It's not like we needed this to be... I was just looking forward to doing that and getting Jerusalem back under the control of Christianity. Myself. Without having to do a massive crusade for it. I was just hoping I could do it myself. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, guys. Alright, are you ready for this? Are you ready for the most intense land giveaway that we've ever done? Okay, so the only Van Der Linde that I need to position is the one in Prague, so that they can be the king of Bohemia. The one in Regensburg, so they can be the king of Bavaria. And we haven't conquered Great Moravia yet, but the next one has to be here. In Brno. In Brno. However, when I did my Bohemian campaign, I just pronounced this as Bruno. So that's what I'm sticking with. So we're going to need to put a Van Der Linde here. So we'll start the land giveaway by giving Regensburg to a Van Der Linde. I don't need to have this kid pinned anymore. I have quite a few people. My son did have a son. Because he's blinded, I really want to be nice to this son. I think I'm going to give him Bohemia. We'll start with Bohemia. So we'll start with Prague first. Alright, congratulations, blind son, in... grant titles. So to pay you back for the fact that you're blind, we're going to give you a kingdom eventually. So now the rest of these, I can just give to Van Der Lindes. But we just need to go one by one to make sure that none of them are... Okay, so Bohemia is clear of theocracies and republics, so I can just speedily give these all away. And then what I'm going to do, because I don't need to... I'm not going to go through every single one of these counts and tell them to promote my culture. I'm not going to do that. Just to give my vassal limit, even though it doesn't really need any help, because we got all that vassal limit from all those places. Let's just give my son the duchy immediately, and I'll just tell him to promote my culture. Now, that's going to take much longer, admittedly, but I don't care. It's outside my empire. And he's going to be independent eventually. So I need to usurp the Duchy of Bohemia from whoever has it currently, and we'll give it to our son. And we'll grant this vassal to him as soon as I fight this war. Because is our it must be over. It is over. But I'm not gonna declare the war now. I'm gonna focus on giving all this stuff away first. Okay, so we're gonna land to Van Der Linde here in Regensburg first. Who's next? Don't have a son yet. Don't have any kids yet. He has a son. He has several sons, and he's the eldest of all of these people. So we'll land him. I have to invite him to court first, for some reason. I just got a rival. Whatever. And my rival immediately died. Okay, let's make sure we're giving him the right thing. This. I'll create this duchy title right now, because I'm going to give it to him, just like I gave the other one to my son. Deggendorf? That's a funny... I just want to do the Bavarian counties first. But, you know, actually... the rest of this I can just speedily give away. I don't have to worry about anything. Whoops. In my haste, I didn't do this. Alright, capital needs to be the castle. Yeah, see, I'm not going to put a Van Der Linde here, because I don't care. Oh, now I can vote again. Am I still a candidate? Oh, now I am a candidate. I might just vote for myself. Now that I am a candidate again, I might as well just try to get myself on the Holy Roman Empire throne so I can destroy the title. Hey, when we checked at the beginning of the episode, we were not a candidate. You can go back, rewind it, and look at it. But now that we are, we can try to... Okay, I'll give this guy his duchy title. Okay, that's everything. Now, I don't really care so much. I'll still tell them to promote my culture in their duchies, but I don't expect them to do a good job at it. Yeah, that takes care of that. Now let's fight this war for Boleslav and then grant it to our son. Okay, so we did the two... I kind of panicked a little bit for a second, and I accidentally thought I might have messed this up, but the Van Der Linde is here, and the Van Der Linde is here. We already have the German one over here. The next one that we're going to do is this one, Kingdom of Great Moravia. So we're just working for these three. That's it. We're just going to raise our men-at-arms for this. What do you mean? I thought I checked and the truce was over. 7 months. Alright, fine. The plague is going away. We can murder the kid now. Okay, this is a new plague over here. It's on the other side of my realm. So we're out of danger. Let's murder this kid. We failed, but we're gonna try again. I'm going to emerge from seclusion. Take that dumb thing off. I did not give you permission to switch up your outfit. Why are you no longer my caravan master? I did not give you permission, son, to abandon your post. Get your ass back in that position. I wanted to do a pilgrimage or something so you'd come with me. Alright, can I just make him my architect again? Alright, we'll do that. Piss my wife off a little bit because I'm going to fire her. But will she be my caravan master? No. I'm going to do the laziest pilgrimage ever and just see if my son comes with me, because I really want to give him that trait. And then after the pilgrimage, we'll declare that war against that county. I don't think my son's with me. Nope, he's at my court. Ooh, that's nasty. It's a level 2. It's a major plague. My son gains the trait loyal. He loves that I gave him the Duchy of Bohemia and that he's going to be a king. Gains the trait loyal. I love you, son. Now, if we wanted to accelerate a Van Der Linde getting on the throne here in Anatolia, we can always just murder their mother to make sure we hurry that along. Same goes with Heir. We could just kill the dad and... Gardariki is still a part of the Golden Horde. I hope my son doesn't mind if I raise my troops in his realm. Great Moravia is the next target. We just went over an hour. I was about to say, do I have enough time to go through all of this and buy all the claims? You know what? I want to, because I really want to see if this murder scheme goes through in this episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to like a slowish speed. And we're going to start buying these claims. I'm starting with the king because I know he's going to have the most county titles. Don't care about the duchy titles. Okay, how much of that, how much of Moravia did we get out of that? Alright, that's a lot. He's got most of his domain consolidated in Moravia. Good for him. Is that all you own? Just that one county? Yes. It's all he owns. I need these two. I need Nisa and Burzeg. So that's two duchies out of the way. The Nitra, the Duchy of Nitra is the last one we need to get. We're going to start with the Duke of Nitra, because he's going to have the most of the titles. That should be most of it, if not all of it. Alright, Liptov, and this one. Not even gonna try. Hello, little girl. How are you doing today? Give me your land. This is not a part of Great Moravia. We got it. We got everything. We only have to land one Van Der Linde, and we have to make them the Duke of Moravia. These other ones, I don't care. So let's start there. Oh, well, we have to fight the war first. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's give my army a couple of months to recuperate, because I just disbanded them. This episode's going to be long, so get over it. Somebody's trying to steal from me. I'll redouble my guards. I just need 2 more advantages, and then we can try again. We're gonna finish this tree. How are we feeling? We're not feeling good anymore. Now we're just feeling fine. My son is in his 20s. We might have to get him married, even though his dad is still alive. I might be forced to get him married eventually. I don't want him to age too much before we get him married, but he's getting close to that time. Maybe 30 is the cutoff. 30 is a good cutoff. He went to Western Africa and brought me something good. He brought me that bronze head, which is not actually a bronze head. See? It's a chest. He brought this back from Western Africa. Let's send him to Eastern Africa and see if he brings me another head that isn't a head. Okay, how about the beginning of the year? Let's declare war on Christmas 1244. He's allies, internal alliance, and he has an alliance with an adventurer. I'm gonna raise my armies in my son's capital again. Alright, do we need all of my men-at-arms? Or do we need my entire army? We might as well just raise them all. If we get close enough, he might just abandon his sieges. Alright, the Queen of Anatolia is... Join me in the Liberty War. Her vassals are trying to reduce her crown authority. I'll accept, but I don't think I'm going to be able to send any troops to help you out. I'm a little busy. If she loses that war, she won't lose her position. Now somebody's trying to kill me. I have a bunch of rivals, so it doesn't surprise me. Let's murder this kid so I can put my spy master back on disrupt schemes. I'm going to put my marshal on manage royal guards, too. Murder schemes are no joke, and I want to keep living. Oh no, we need to keep doing the support schemes for him. Let's try to murder this kid again. Please don't fail this time. He's dead. Okay, we'll double check the results. There we go. The grandson of the king, or the Emperor of Francia, his grandson, the future ruler, is in a matrilineal marriage. I think Carpathia broke up again. Carpathia is becoming a spaghetti realm. It's getting squished. Its northern frontier and northern holdings are breaking away from it. gained another rival. How many rivals do I have now? I have a bunch. 3 of them. The Emperor of Francia he's my rival, but he's terrified of me. So I doubt he's the one that's trying to scheme against me. One of my other rivals is infirm, so he should be on his way out. This rival's getting old, and he's depressed. Alright, so he's most likely the one that's trying to kill me. He's intimidated. But if I had to guess, I'd say he was the one trying to kill me. The murder scheme against me is minus 183, so he's going to have to try really, really hard to succeed. Whoever it is. They did give up the siege. Now I have another rival? I guess all these people are figuring out that I killed that kid. Let's sway some of these people. I'm not swaying anybody right now. Can I do 2 sway schemes at once? I can. Our next legacy. Man-at-Arms counter efficiency plus 15%. And then when we finish, because we're going to finish the next one, we get another Men-at-Arms regiment. Alright, everyone, as soon as the war is over and we win, I will, end the war and everything, but then we're going to wrap it up, like, pretty quickly. I'm being blackmailed. Alright, knock yourself out. She's an adventurer. She can't do anything with the hook. She can't do anything threatening with the hook. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna have a lot on my plate between the episodes. I have a lot more land to give away. It's gonna be the same exact thing that I did in front of you. But we just need to make sure... I will do this in front of you. We're landing. This guy, who has a son, we're landing him here in Bruno. Okay, that's the only thing I'm doing in front of you. I will do the rest behind the scenes. But this was, without a doubt, the most amount of conquest we've ever gotten in one episode. By leaps and bounds. Like, definitely the most. Alright, I'm not going to look at any of these things. I'm not going to get distracted again. Okay, so you guys know my plan for Dynasty of Many Crowns. We haven't made any progress today, but we've set up... somebody for Francia. We've set up... Oh no, we've set up somebody for Francia, and we've locked in Hellas, and we've locked in Anatolia. We've got enough land to create Bohemia, we've got enough land to create the Kingdom of Great Moravia, and we're still working on Bavaria. That's the biggest kingdom of them all. So we're gonna... In the next one, I'll buy all these claims, and then in the next episode, we'll buy the rest of Bavaria, and we'll take this. And then I'm hoping by that point, the HRE will break up, but if it doesn't, we are in the running now. We are a candidate again. And now we're not again. I'm not a candidate anymore. Okay, so that means I have to forcefully break up the Holy Roman Empire, and that's what I'm hoping these conquests will do. So I'm hoping when we get the rest of Bavaria, That'll be the straw that broke the camel's back, essentially. And then maybe the HRE will break up then. I don't know. But this one was crazy. We committed 2 murders. We fought a bunch of wars, got a lot of conquests. Some time has gone by. I'm still alive. I'm still feeling okay. My son dodged a plague bullet, which was really, really scary. So this was definitely a pretty intense episode. I really enjoyed it, though. I hope you guys did as well. Let's close that. But anyway, lords and ladies, if you did enjoy this one, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button down at the bottom. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that as well. Hit that subscribe button. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 69, Tahiti. Episode 69 will be coming at you soon, lords and ladies. But until then, have a good one, guys.